We are live on YouTube, starting us up on the Rumble. Okay, good afternoon, hello, and welcome to Weekly Recap AKA W.W.R. This show is a dive into the odd, obscure, bizarre, and other words for a strange world of notable events, weather, and sports, aka news. I am Xander.
Golden Loon.
Creative Danger.
Oh yeah, creative.
Yeah. And you, here are you. Thank you so much for coming in and checking us out. Today is Saturn's Day, aka Saturday, January 3rd, 2026. I almost went back in time there for a second.
Whoa, look out.
Yeah. Let's get into the news today, shall we? Starting us off with Oddity Central. China inaugurated the world's longest expressway tunnel. So on December 26, 2025, China reached another notable milestone on its already impressive list of infrastructural achievements. It opened the world's longest expressway tunnel, the 22.13-kilometer Tianjin-Shingli Tunnel, to the public, allowing people to travel between northern and southern Xinjiang in just 20 minutes rather than several hours on dangerous mountain roads. Well, that's pretty substantial right there.
Yeah, 22 kilometers, a long tunnel.
Yeah, that is a pretty long tunnel. So... And with how China is known for their particular way of architecture, I would be rather hesitant to try that tunnel.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It sounds... Okay, you dig a tunnel.
Yeah.
But you get that kind of length, you got to somehow...
Length.
Get the carbon dioxides out of there from the cars, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You got to keep it... Yeah, that's amazing.
Human preservation is not the top of the Chinese list. So...
You go in, you either come out or you die.
Well, you'll come out, but whether or not you're breathing is another case. So, I am intrigued to see when inevitably the first fatalities are going to start appearing with this. So, I hope none happens, obviously, but it is China that we're talking about. So
they got to have filtration systems running through the thing.
Yeah, but
there's a lot more to it than you stop and think about.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. So, anyway, let's move on up here. What do we got? World's first aeroponic desktop ecosystem lets you grow plants in midair without water or soil. How is that possible? Aeroponics, the process of cultivating plants in an air or mist environment without the need of soil, or another aggregate medium, has been around for a long time and is considered by many to be the future of plants cultivation. Now you can experience this fascinating, futuristic-looking process in the comfort of your own home within the world's first aeroponic desktop ecosystem. So, if my science is correct, you have it in a gaseous form, the water and various nourishments that the plants need to survive, that it would usually get from water in the soil and from the soil itself.
Yeah.
I mean, like, well,
it's enclosed, right? I can see, it's all enclosed.
Yeah,
so
you can see
it's something in there for nutrients. Yeah.
Well, you can see there's a mist or something going on in there.
Sure.
I mean, like many years ago, I knew somebody who they vaped their vitamins. Like you can get like vitamin C, vitamin A, and B12 and all that stuff. Like special order stuff. But you can vape your vitamins instead of having to take a pill or anything like that.
Huh.
Yeah, so that technology exists.
That doesn't make sense. Well, your body's going to absorb it because it's going into the lungs instead of
you can absorb nicotine.
It gets into the blood, so
yeah. But let's check out this video really quick here. That's pretty cool. So just mists.
Yeah.
But can you imagine growing a plant suspended in the air like that? The future is now. This is absolutely wild.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, look at the little starter pods in there.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah.
It has all the the seed and everything, and you just hang it there, and then it just grows from there.
Is that bamboo? I was looking at the trunk of that thing.
Maybe.
It doesn't look like the leaf of bamboo though.
Would it be one of those little trees at the what's the clippy trees? The tiny little trees, like the Japanese. The clippy.
Oh yeah. I lost the name for a moment.
Not bonsai trees.
Yeah.
Bonsai trees?
No, that's close though. Bonsai is when you attack.
No, small Japanese trees. Dwarf Japanese. Come on, tell me. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Let us know in the comments section. Moving on up. Shopping center installs toilet doors that become transparent when cigarette smoke is detected.
Oh man, you can't go smoking the John, huh?
Well, I mean,
Yahoo! All of a sudden.
let's. Well, I wonder.
There's your principal looking in at you.
I wonder if they have any smart toilets.
That's an inside joke. You can't go there. That's funnier than hell.
Walking in the men's restroom. So it's okay. Well, let's read this, but it sounds like it's only for men. Walking into the men's restroom at the Shoibi International Center in Shenzhen's Luhu district, you're greeted by a sign that reads, "Smoking makes the glass transparent." After several failed attempts to discourage people from smoking in its indoor bathrooms, the Chinese shopping center decided to implement special doors that become transparent when smoke is detected. I have a better idea. Why don't you have a super sensitive smoke detector with a silent alarm, and then you go have a security guard stand there and wait, and then escort them off the premises and permanently ban them, rather than have the frigging glass embarrass them. This is such a needless way, to embarrass people.
So what you do when that turns transparent, you start smoking like hell and fog the whole thing up in there with smoke.
Well, that is I never thought about hotboxing the pot that way. You're giving me intriguing ideas to be a public nuisance. But I don't like how it's only men.
Oh, God forbid they do it to women.
Well, this is China, so China doesn't give a crap about anybody. They're not, PC or anything like that.
They're non-gender there, pretty much. I mean, obviously they recognize genders. That's not what I mean. But you go in the army as a woman and everybody else, all of that stuff. So they're treated a lot more equal.
Well, everybody is equally worthless over there.
Oh.
As far as the government's concerned, yeah. That's how they treat their people. Anyway, let's move on up here. Speaking of China, we have a lot of stories coming out. Actually, no, this is Ukraine. World's longest residential building is almost 3 kilometers long, houses over 10,000 people.
Whoa.
My apologies, Ukraine. Usually something like this is a Chinese project. Commonly known as the Great Wall of China, the world's longest... I'm not the only one equating this to China. The world's longest residential building is located at the intersection of Sobornesty Avenue and Molodezi Street. Construction began in 1969 during the time of the Soviet Union, and it was completed 11 years later. That's an unusually long time for an apartment building, but but how is this news? So
it probably just got completed.
The brainchild of two architects, R.G. Metalinsky and V.K. Madalovozova, the Great Wall of China became the longest residential building in the Soviet Union at the time of its completion, and over 40 years later, it still has no rival in the world. This is not news.
No, it's not news, and it's also
a puff piece.
Just completed because they got a war going on. They're not building the longest building, so that's.
But why is this?
And when did they start it?
1969 and completed it 11 years later.
So
it even says
80,
this
1980.
It's been 40 years. It says it right here. 40 years later, it's still the longest. Okay, but why is this on a news thing?
That's
this ain't
not
news.
accurate. It's 45 years later.
Well, it's not news.
No.
Anyway, what else do we got here? Oh, great. I have a joke for this. World's first oral care robot brushes your teeth automatically.
Of course you have a joke for that.
Well, see, all it takes is one malfunction, and then all you'll want for Christmas is your 2 front teeth.
Oh, no.
No, seriously, just use a freaking brush, man. And this is written like an advertisement. Do you hate having to brush your teeth several times a day, but fear not doing so might result in damage to your pearly whites? Well, you're in luck, schmuck, because Japanese scientists have created a high-tech toothbrush that requires no effort apart from putting it in your mouth. Just bite down onto a mouthpiece and the machine can automatically conduct the brushing process in about a minute. All for a short price of $3.95. But wait, there's more. I'm Billy Mays. But yeah, anyway, using technology developed by the Waseda University Robotics Laboratory, the Gen robotic toothbrush features multiple small brush heads that move up and down, left and right, powered by a small but powerful motor. It is designed to simultaneously clean both sides of teeth while minimizing uneven brushing, which is apparently a problem with manual brushing. Well, then learn how to brush your freaking teeth, you idiot! But yeah, anyway, let's take a look at this video here. So you just bite down on it. This looks so weird. Yeah. I don't know.
No thanks.
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, that's
a good shot of it.
That's cool, but I'd rather brush my own teeth. Thank you.
I'll say this: it's cool on your teeth, not mine.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, all it takes is one malfunction, and all of a sudden, you'll be partially through the process of a root canal. So, no thanks. What else do we got here? This one's weird. Weird. World's craziest wave seems digitally rendered with AI technology. The world's craziest wave was captured by Chris White and Ben Allen, 2 members of an indie film crew based in Australia, earlier this month and shared on social media, where it quickly went viral. But White says he first discovered this magical place 9 years ago, and they just checked the place again this year just to see it still existed, and lo and behold, it was just as amazing as before. There's a video about it.
So now we gotta see what it looks like. Now, is it close to shore?
Whoa, look at that. That is weird.
Wow, that is weird.
It's like the ocean's popping a pimple. Like
that is
there's
that
like
is
a
cool.
Damn.
It's a bowl under the water with the geological formation, and it all comes in at once. Like,
It's hitting a rock or something. It just,
well, it's like a bowl.
Yeah,
like,
it does suck down, doesn't
well,
it?
you even saw it, like,
Yeah, it
like at
sucks
the very
down.
beginning, like there was the tip of a volcano, the
That
bowl.
first shot.
Yeah,
this
right there. You
is,
see?
This is better than.
Yeah,
See how it's sucking down?
Yeah.
And then it's popping back up.
that is so cool. That is wicked.
That is.
Yeah. What else do we got? World's longest zip line is 2 miles long and reaches speeds of up to 93 miles per hour.
Whoa!
No!
Whoa!
I'm good. I do not need to do that. One of the world's most ambitious zipline projects, the K3. Isn't that the name of a mountain? The K3 or something? Like,
There's a ski company called K2.
Ah.
As close as I can get.
or I think that was maybe the South Park ski mountain, the K3. I don't know. Anyway, it was inaugurated in 2004 as a joint venture between SA Forest Adventures and Mossel Bay Zipline. It took 6 years of planning, getting approvals, and setting up the installation, but the Western Cape is now home to one of the most thrilling ziplines ever created, capable of sending people flying through the majestic Overberg Mountains at speeds of up to 120 kilometers an hour. Or between 120 to 150 kilometers an hour, depending on their weight and weather conditions. Let's see here. Yada yada. Okay, this is all quotes. Yada yada yada. So, thrill seekers can trek all the way to the departure platform called the Nest, or they can take the convenient route and jump into a 4x4 truck. After going through all the safety drills with a member of the staff, riders are clipped in on the cable and sent down 3.2 kilometers or 2 miles for the ride of their lives. And let's check this out here. Wow. This is absolutely bananas.
Oh, that is so cool. Let's go.
Come on, launch him, launch him.
Wait, is that clip loose? Hold on, John. Don't let go. Whoops.
Wow, look at the length of that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You just disappear into the firmament.
Wow.
Wow. That's incredible.
Now, question.
Answer.
If you just fell off a cliff straight down, what's the velocity speed you can reach?
Well, there is a terminal velocity, but I think it depends on... Like there is a generalized for humans, but like it all depends on your weight,
Well, I
your
would
mass.
just want the general average speed, whatever.
All right.
Just because there's, what I'm asking is, can you reach falling off a cliff, can you reach 92 miles an hour straight down?
I think terminal velocity for humans is much more. Terminal velocity, yada, 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 yada. Tell me the numbers.
Maximum speed of terminal velocity.
A human's terminal velocity is approximately 120 miles an hour.
Okay, so they still
so-
have some room.
Yeah. So you're not hitting
Okay.
terminal velocity. Because like you're on a wheel and you're going
Yeah, well,
downhill, there's
yeah.
still, the
Friction
the
and all
friction
that,
of the
yeah.
wheel itself is probably slowing you down.
And straight down,
Yeah.
gravity kicks
Yeah.
in more.
Well, yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
So 95 is pretty damn close. That's 25 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Away.
Yeah, well, if you ever wanted to know, what it's like to fall at terminal velocity, here's a way to do it
Where
and
is that
survive.
again?
Yeah, where is it? One of the world's most zipline. Okay. South Africa, Western Cape.
I think we got to go. Well, they got to get a little more stable government down there before we kick in.
Yeah, they're not too keen to people like us right now, so I'm
A
good.
little iffy.
I did we not go through danger enough when we came back home on Friday?
Oh
my
that was
God.
weird. That was no
Yeah.
danger, but it was just
Well, no,
weird.
we were in danger. But anyway, moving on up to UPI, portable X-ray locates heirloom rings thrown into hospital trash. Why were they in there? A pair of rings accidentally thrown into the trash at an Iowa hospital were recovered thanks to medical staff, maintenance workers, and a portable X-ray. Susan Sinwell said she didn't realize until the day after having an X-ray performed on her hand at Grundy County Memorial Hospital that she had thrown the napkin containing her grandparents' wedding rings into the trash. Oh my God.
Oh.
Thank goodness they found them.
How do you find that?
How do you screw that up?
Screw it up, and then how do you find it?
Well, I had a portable x-ray. They went around and they x-rayed like the trash cans and
That's how
everything.
you found it, yeah.
Yeah, right here. They went through 50 to 60 trash bags using a metal detector. It took about 45 minutes and 35 images to locate the rings. So
That's not. I'd say I would have said 45 days more than 45 minutes.
no,
Not literally.
Well, like
but
we
you know what
covered
I'm
a
saying.
story a while ago where someone accidentally threw away their engagement ring or something somehow, and because like this is one of the few benefits of bureaucracy, but because everything is cataloged, documented, written down, everything, they could track down the exact plots to within like a square foot of where their trash was dumped by what truck at what time, and they found the engagement ring after digging for a little while in the landfill.
See,
So.
if it was was it an engagement ring?
It was
or a
an
wedding ring? So they weren't married.
No. I'm talking about a different story.
Oh, okay. This one I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, this one was like I think she was wearing her grandparents because there's two of them. Like it says here, a pair of rings accidentally thrown in the trash. So two of them.
Okay.
So she was wearing both of her grandparents' engagement rings as jewelry for herself, but she took them off because X-ray for her hand. You don't want metal to interfere.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like like whenever I go to the dentist, off with the glasses, off with the necklace. You know. So.
If it were me, I would say, darling, sorry, you're great, but it's easier to get rid of you than to find that damn ring.
Well.
No Hume, huh?
Mom would not be happy.
No, she would have kicked my hiney out.
Punish him. Leave me alone. Moving on up.
Oh boy, I'm looking up, smiling. I hope it's smiling back.
Yeah, first you're like this. What else do we have here? Nearly 5,000 people attempted the polar bear dip world record in Washington. Now, for those who do not know, the polar bear dip is when on January 1st you go into the ocean.
Yep.
So 5,000 people we have here. I do not want to sign up.
Whoa,
Yeah.
look at that.
Sped
That's
up
a lot.
footage.
How many people?
5,000.
I mean, who got crushed, you know?
Well, I don't think...
Someone holds up because it's too cold. You got 500 people just following in.
Well, he won't be cold for long now, won't he? That's a lot of people, though. Washington City may have broken a Guinness World Record by gathering nearly 5,000 people to take a polar bear dip into the frigid water at the same time. The Birch Bay Chamber of Commerce, Blaine Birch Bay Park and Recreation District 2 and Bellingham Whatcom County Tourism teamed up to organize an attempt to break the Guinness World Record for the largest polar bear dip. The record stood at 2,461 participants when the attempt was announced, but broke on December 13 in Sloa, Norway, when 3,134 people took a cold water plunge, and so on and so forth. And by the way, in case I didn't mention it, all these articles are in the underbar of the description below if you want to read all the rest of this and everything. What else do we got here? Bus companies' most unusual lost and found items include a dinosaur suit. That's interesting. How can you lose a dinosaur suit?
Why would you have one?
Why would I have this? But let's see here. The Oxford Bus Company said its customer service department logged a total of 4,387 lost and found items in 2025, and 1,013 of those, about 23%, were returned to their owners. All right. They said that their most unusual items to cross the customer service desk included a bag of rubber ducks, a box of fortune cookies, an inflatable dinosaur costume, a baby bonsai tree. It was bonsai.
Bonsai, it was, yeah.
Yeah. A potato with googly eyes, a jar of pickled onions, a bicycle tire. Who the hell just carries a 22-pound bag of rice, several Nerf guns, and a yoga mat covered with inspirational quotes. What an odd assortment of things to misplace. Yeah. Anyway, last but not least, to end the first episode of the new year of news and the resurgence of this show and everything, Rio sets Guinness World Record for largest New Year's Eve celebration. Rio de Janeiro has been officially recognized by Guinness World Records as the host of the world's largest New Year Eve celebration after authorities verified that about 2.5 million people gathered on Copacabana Beach to welcome in 2026, I guess is what they meant to say here.
Should have been, yeah.
Yeah, because
Either that or
Yeah.
3 year old.
Well, this.
See, I didn't know which way the article was going to go. Is it going to be the biggest display of fireworks, or is it the biggest amount of people?
Well, I mean, you know,
they went with the
there's
people.
so many semantics.
Yeah.
And with records.
Yeah.
And such out there. But yeah, that's pretty cool. City officials said that 2.5 million figure refers to Copacabana alone and does not include crowds at other New Year's Eve celebrations across Rio. So Copacabana, period, had 2.5 million people. Wow. So authorities estimate total citywide, and that's citywide for Rio de Janeiro itself.
Yeah,
not
all
all
the
of Brazil. 5 million in total.
Wow.
Celebrating.
Wow.
Which, I mean, honestly, like, now not everybody's going to celebrate, but a good portion, I would say at least 80%, if not more, should be celebrating just because it's New Year's, Like, I mean, it's a non-religious thing. It has nothing to do with any religion.
Sure.
It's just, hey, one rotation around the sun, whoopity,
Well,
Unless you follow the Chinese anything or whatever.
How much calendar you're following.
Yes. True. We've had this whole conversation
not
earlier.
on this topic, but yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. Anyway, that shall conclude for the show for today. Where'd my script go? There you go. Please check the underbar of the description below for any links that you may be interested in, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition. For your dose of different, odd, and unusual news, aka notable weather and sports and events, and we stream every Saturn's Day at 3 p.m. Pacific time. We do have other shows and all that stuff anyway. For all of you and all of us, I'm A.O. Xander.
Golden Loon.
Created.
There
he goes, right on time.
Hey. And of course, UVRU until you catch us next time, whenever that is, wherever that is. Don't forget to look right and left at every intersection. Rate 5 thumbs and subscribe. I'm all out of practice today. Toodles.
Good show. Good show.